This is a disclaimer. Some people here are unbearable faggots and they may offend you very graciously. Not graciously at all. He's not a very graceful person. We will also swear and spoil things, so don't be so unbearable yourself. And that concludes today's disclaimer. Hello and welcome to the Senpai PP Proteshunal Podcast. I'm Jordan of Things, and joining me today is surname
Watson, and my name is James.
No, I disagree.
You disagree? No, that's a fact, Jordan.
For those of you who don't know, James is an unbearable faggot. As you may know, if you were to listen to any previous podcast, he is the centre of everyone's hatred and just a total piece of shit in general.
That's quite rude.
But because Dave is on holiday, hence the reason there was no episode last week either, we have James instead. I don't know why.
10 times better. 10 times better.
Whatever you say, James.
Okay, so what are we going to talk about today?
I don't know, James. Why don't we start with you introducing yourself? Because no one knows who you are. And all they know is that you're an unbearable faggot.
Even I don't know who I am. That's a deep philosophical question. However, my name is James. I've done some podcasts in the past. But I just like anime and stuff. So, yeah. There's nothing too much about me. I'm not special. You're wasting your time listening to this podcast because, I'm an unbearable faggot, as Jordan said.
It's true. But that's the reason people would listen to this podcast.
Exactly. Reverse psychology, bitch. Pardon me.
What's reverse psychology, bitch? Or... Oh, you meant them separate. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, you meant them separately. Okay. I was wondering who you were referring to, but... Okay, that works.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So, James, tell us about what animes you like, I guess. Unless you want to be super unbearable.
Well, I'll go down my top 5. They're not in any particular order.
They're all in a very particular order.
On my top 5 includes No, not in any particular order at all. They could be like I rate them all equally. So on my top 5 I have Eureka 7.
It's shit.
Steins Gate.
Very shit.
Anohimi to Hana no Namae wo boku tachi wa mada shiranai. Or if you're a normal person, Anohana.
It's the worst anime ever.
Fate Zero.
Overhyped trash.
And the one, the only, Golden Time.
The best show. The real show.
Did you
the
just
only
call
show
Golden
anyone
Time
can
bad?
agree with, huh?
Exactly. What? Okay, cool.
What are you
So
trying
yeah,
to
that was my top 5. I don't know if you want me to go into details to why I like them.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. We have like an hour and a half or something to fill, so...
Well, shit. This is gonna be a long night.
No, I disagree.
Hopefully not. Okay.
We're gonna keep you up all night, James.
Oh, baby. So, why do I like my top 5? Well,
because you like overhyped shit at the end.
Rude. So rude.
Why
do you have to be so rude? Don't you know that I am human too?
Why not get better taste, James?
Hey, my tastes are exquisite, okay? I like fine wine, you like fucking apple juice.
Hey man, apple juice is delicious. We've been over this. No one actually wants fine wine. It's just something that you get as a gift and then you pass on to the next person as a gift also.
We had a conversation, for those of you that are unaware, which is fucking everybody. We had a conversation about our taste in anime, and Jordan likes a lot of moe shit.
No, I disagree.
You disagree? No, you can't disagree.
No, I disagree because I don't watch show for moe. I like shows because they're overhyped for no reason. Not overhyped as in like everyone loves them. I just mean like mundane hype shit. Just like the best thing. Like Rail Wars and Shokugeki no Shoma. Shoma.
Okay.
There's an H in there somewhere, I swear.
There's not really. Probably. I have no idea.
They're actually... You should watch it, James.
I should watch it.
It's about women getting orgasms when they eat food. 10 out of 10 best shows.
Is that called Food Wars?
Yeah.
By any chance? Yeah, I've heard a lot about that show.
It's the best show.
And then it just, like, when people were talking about it, it reminded me of this really shit anime that came out in 2012 called Bento.
Dude, Bento's super good, though. And it's also nothing like Bento.
But
they're not fighting over half-price food. They're using their food to fight because they're cooking the food, and then they just all... it's just a huge circle jerk of people.
Okay. So what I'm imagining in my head right now is Ready Steady Cook with Ainsley Harriott, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Giving your meat a good old rub, right? Yeah.
Giving their meat a good old rub.
That's this week's episode.
Ainsley is,
I'm not even joking. That's pretty much this week's episode.
Exactly. Ainsley is saying Ready Steady Cook. He's doing that, really cheeky grin. Because everyone's just, cooking some cheeky Nandos. However, at the same time, they're also, like, having an argument of some sort. So they start throwing pans and knives at each other, and it ends in a horrible bloodbath.
That is not what happens.
But the Japanese took this concept, added moe to it, and you have Food Wars.
That is actually not what happens at all. They actually cook food that looks super delicious. And the way it is literally Food Wars in the sense of Ready Steady Cook. That is surprisingly accurate, I'm not even joking. There's even a small panel of judges.
Sorry, you broke up for a second. You turned into a robot.
Oh no. There's even a panel of judges to judge the food.
Yeah, so that's what Food Wars. That's amazing. I wish that Ainsley Harriott was on that show.
Oh man,
God, it would be so good.
You know what?
What?
They're gonna be like, yo, Ainsley Harriott, you know what? You're on the show. You're our voice actor now. We need a representative for the black demographic. You're in.
And he's like, hey, boy. Best cook, 10 out of 10 would probably eat his food. Probably. I mean, like,
he gave it a good old rub beforehand.
He gave his meat a good old rub for about 24 hours, maybe even 48 hours, but no longer as it breaks down the meat. So
you don't want to break your meat down too much. You want to break down the proteins a fair bit, otherwise it gets a bit tough.
Oh my god.
That is actually a thing you do with food.
Just to remind you, you are listening to the Proteshunal podcast.
As you can tell by the actual misspelling of the word professional, and by that notification sound that just went off.
Did you just get a D-mail? We can refer that back to Steins Gate.
No, go suck. It wasn't.
Oh, so we're not talking about... Okay, what other show should I watch other than Ainsley Harriott aggravates a bunch of Japanese moe girls?
Do it.
Yeah, okay, I will, but what else should I watch? There must be something else. I haven't been keeping
Punchline.
Punchline?
Yep.
Is there a joke in there somewhere?
Yes,
I'm waiting for the punchline.
Okay. Hold up. There's some really good wordplay with punchline, because what happens is if the dude sees a woman's panties the first time, then he gets super powered up. If he sees it the second time, the world blows up and everyone dies.
Well, shit.
But here's the thing. Because Punchline is how it's pronounced in the show in Japanese, and the sort of title card things in between. Well, there's supposed to be a break, but there isn't because we're not in the Japanese, which is the title Punchline. But Panchurai without the N is panty shot in Japanese.
Ooh,
so
that's
clever.
So
and no,
clever,
very clever. Very clever usage of wordplay and things. But the thing is, a lot of people don't get Punchline, and it's by some studio that isn't Gainax, but
by some studio. Very factual.
It's by Studio Mappa. Like Nappa, but with an M.
Mm.
But the thing is, it looks very Gainax-y in its style. It looks Gurren Lagann Gainax-y, I guess. Is the best way I can put it.
I feel like Gurren Lagann was like Gainax trying to make up for what they did to Evangelion. I mean, sure, they did other shows in between, otherwise they would have went bankrupt.
I know, right?
But everything else, like, you think of Gainax, you think of 2 shows. I mean, like, maybe 3, but...
You think of Pantheon stocking with
they're
Gar
kind of a
about
mech
too.
studio, to be honest.
Nowadays, nowadays they don't really do too much that's as good. Gainax, that's why people make this like difference of old Gainax and new Gainax. Anything post Gurren Lagann, essentially, is what most people would say. Is where it went shit, basically. I really need to like watch Gunbuster and Diebuster, mainly because Diebuster has that opening that's like groovy magic. Yep. Scroovin' magic. And it has mechs. Surprise.
Well, fair enough.
That's the thing, though. If you think about it, Gainax is also super known for mechs. That long pause of nothing is the best part of recording.
Sorry, that was a long pause of nothing.
I know.
See, I wasn't too sure because, your microphone keeps breaking up for me.
I don't know if it's on my end or on your end.
Sometimes
part of me thinks
sound
it's
like
on
a
your
robot.
end.
Sometimes you don't.
I think it's on your end because, like, I can record with Dave and just, like, about anyone else fine. But, yeah.
Yeah, well, Jordan, I think it's on your end because, yeah.
You sound like shit too, though. Just shut up.
You want me?
And now it sounds fine. Hooray.
Woohoo!
James, stop illegally downloading anime while doing a podcast.
Hey, get it right. I'm illegally downloading porn.
Well, stop that.
God damn it, Jordan. Wow. Okay, so, what else should I be watching?
Kakai Sensen.
Oh, mighty Jordan, who's ties to Kakai Sensen. Okay.
Also known as Blood Blockade Battlefront, or as a more direct translation would be Bloodline Battlefront, which actually slips off the tongue a lot better.
Oh. Okay. See, that's one of those really hypey animes from this season.
Is it,
because
though?
I have a friend who likes all of the hypey shit, like, Tokyo. No, he's one of those people who's just, like, each season a new show comes out, and he watches, like, the first 2 episodes, and is like, just deems it the best anime that's ever happened.
No,
ever.
listen, okay. That's what I do, minus watching any of it.
He did that with Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, I'm listening.
I was just saying. I thought that you were listening to, like, there was a delay.
Oh my god. Yeah,
So,
no, he's like Tokyo Ghoul. Best show ever. You should totally watch it.
but
God, it's so fucking good. It's amazing. And then it was like...
Go on.
Yeah, you've cut out completely.
Wow.
Yeah. So, sorry. So it's like Tokyo Ghoul, best thing ever. The next thing you know, it's just like, oh, Death Parade. Death Parade's the best anime ever. And then it's getting kind of repetitive.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to think that people are saying that about Kakai Sensen, because the one that I thought would be that this season, besides obviously Unlimited Blade Works, because people are huge faggots who don't know how to like other shows.
It's good.
No, look, for the same reason that you're annoyed with your friend and how you're right, it's repetitive. That's how I feel about anything to do with Fate ever in the world.
But that doesn't make any sense as to why it would be repetitive.
Because you're always saying it's the best thing.
Yeah.
Constantly. That is literally the definition of repetitive.
But no, what I was saying beforehand is like, the problem I have with him being repetitive.
Do you mean tedious?
He keeps changing shows. It's like, oh, this is the best thing. This is the best thing.
No, you
like,
see, here's the thing.
We're being consistent. Okay?
Because, yeah, you're being consistent, but that's also bad because it's like nothing else in the world can be good.
Well, Jordan,
this is the only thing in the world that's allowed to be good. Okay, shut up.
Jordan, have you seen Fate Zero / Fate Zero?
No.
Well, that's your problem.
Because I hate it. Look, it's the same reason I will never in my life watch Naruto. And yes, I'm going to make a comparison between the two just to spite you. Because I will never watch Naruto, not because it's super long, because the fans are a piece of shit.
Jordan,
and the same with Fate, the fans are a piece of shit.
You fucking what, mate? I'll bash you. No.
But it's weird though, because the show this season, other than Unlimited Blade Works, I thought would be like the sort of hype show, was Seraph, like Seraph of the End.
Oh right, yeah. See, that's what I thought as well, but no.
I mean, Seraph's good, but Kai Sensen just so much better. It's not even like, oh my god, best show, highest whatever value or anything, because the first episode, there were some really long, drawn-out shots, and even I, as someone who doesn't usually give a shit, was like, this shot's going on for a bit long, don't you think? What? But no, it's a super fun show, and you should watch it.
I was speaking to a friend the other day, and he pointed out something. Oh, it was Terry.
Okay.
And he pointed out something that sort of made me feel really old and kind of weird. Mm-hmm. Technically, we're the old fags now.
Uh-huh.
Like, do you remember back in the good old days when everybody who watched like anime during the early 2000s, 90s were just perceived to be a bit weird who liked old stuff? Mm-hmm. That's us now. Haruhi Suzumiya came out in 2006, dude. Uh-huh. 2006. That's almost 10 years ago.
You see, here's the thing. Even today, I'm still up in like the mental mindset of 2007 wasn't that long ago.
See, I wish I had that mindset. I just don't.
I mean, I do and I don't, because every now and then I'm just like at the realization of it, like, oh yeah, 2007 was 8 years ago, wasn't it? Huh? Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Do you remember?
No.
When
do you remember
when Guilty Crown and Mirai Nikki were like still airing?
Yeah, it was around the time we met, right? Like a bit after.
It was just before, actually.
No, I'm pretty sure it was after.
No.
Started or finished? Because I know I was talking to Alex and other people from a while after I met you. Yeah. When it finished.
Well, I think it was just before, because I remember talking to you.
That it started or ended?
When it started.
Okay, then. Maybe.
Because you were talking about, this Guilty Crown show is really, really good. And I was like, oh. Anyway, so back when Guilty Crown and Mirai Nikki was out, do you remember how like everybody and their nans and their dogs had seen them? So like all of the conversation in the community was either about Mirai Nikki or Guilty Crown. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, I must admit, it did get kind of old. However, the fact that nowadays, like, half the people I speak to who've recently got into anime, like, not even, like, oh, I watched this one anime called Full Metal Alchemist, I like anime. No, I'm talking about these people who've been, like, watching it for about a good old 2 years, have no clue what they are. And it's just really weird to see how trends change. Like how the Mirai Nikki is now the Tokyo Ghoul and stuff like that.
Is it?
It's
I don't know. I never watched Tokyo Ghoul.
I don't. Neither did I. But...
Oh god, no! I understand now. No. No, I don't. I don't really care. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm watching 13 shows this season, so fuck you.
13 shows. That's dedication. I'm watching one.
No, here's the thing. Usually, I would be the same as you, but this season actually has good shows that I actually care about.
That's pretty good.
That's really weird. I'm scared.
See, I've had this whole problem after I started college, where I just didn't really have the time to watch anime.
What do you mean? Even when I was in college, I watched anime all the time.
Yeah, well, you had the gift of being able to continue. College beat it out of me, right? So I never really had the same flair and enthusiasm to watch a shit ton of harem series as I used to, because that's all I did back in the day. I mean, who would?
As a quick side note, James,
yes.
Did you know that right now you can pre-order a trial deck for To Love Ru Darkness 2nd for White Shorts.
I did not know that. That's a great product placement.
Hey man, look. I've been doing my job as a man who now plays card games that you don't play, to spread the one card game that you don't play that I actually do as much as I can.
See, you make it sound like I play all the card games. I only play one.
I know, exactly.
I only play one.
I know. I don't know why I kept saying the one card game you don't play when I should be saying a card game you don't play. Even though you should, because White Shorts is good, unlike you.
I will probably get into White Shorts when I move over to the UK, because that way I'll have people to play with.
No, you won't, because you're going to be like 3 hours away from me.
No, because I've already told you that.
No, we're not moving.
This is happening.
No,
you don't
shut
have
up.
a say in the matter. You don't have a say. So yeah, you might want to just get prepared.
And before you move in down the road.
Wow.
James.
Yes.
The house next door is for sale.
Oh shit. You know, as somebody who can barely afford to go to university, I should totally be able to go to university and buy a house next to yours.
And pay for the fuel to get from here to university.
I'd have to get up at like 5 a.m, get like a train, like 7 trains.
7 trains, don't be silly.
Get like 2 taxis just to get there on time, and then do the same back.
Yep.
Sounds horrible.
Worth it.
Totally worth it.
Or you could just get a few trains every week.
Or
you could just get a few trains every weekend. Or some weekends. Or never.
See, why are we talking about this? This isn't going to happen.
What? You're not going to move over here? I mean, that's the thing. That's the second plan that I've made to meet up with someone. And both of them are like, that's not going to happen. I'm like, why? One of them's like, okay, one of Terry's friends is going to get a car and was like, I can drive places. I'm like, cool. Should like totally come over. And he's like, I should totally do that one weekend. And then he can pick up Terry on the way. And then I was like, you should do that so we can bully Terry. And he said yes. Weird. And the thing is, he was like, yeah, we're never going to remember this. I'm like, no, the second you say you're going to get a car, I will say, you should totally come down and visit sometime, yup. Those words exactly. And then it'll happen.
Okay. Well,
I mean, that's the thing. If you're in the fucking country, and it's not like it's the first time we'd have met.
Yeah.
Weird thing, I've already met Dave. That's kind of weird considering...
That is kind of weird.
That is kind of weird considering it took us 3 years. Or
yeah,
4.
well...
Or 4. I can't remember. No, 3.
If I did live on the mainland, we probably would have met up sooner.
Maybe. Who knows? I probably would have been... Then again, Terry.
Yeah, but Terry's a special case. We still need to find his address and show up to his house.
No, I have his address.
Oh, you do? Okay,
I've had his address for forever. I know where everyone lives.
We can just show up to his house, holding a Dakimakura, and pretend to be mailmen, and be like, oh, this is for Terrence Maloney.
Look, if you buy me a mailman outfit.
Yeah, it would be the best, though.
It's a real shame that Terry's seen us, because we can't do it in secret now.
Oh, like pictures of... yeah.
I mean, in general. But hey.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so when I move over to the UK, I'll probably be able to get into it, because... Yeah, like I said...
Would you like to try it out when we go to Alcon this year with one of my, 20 trial decks?
Hey, are you a listener to Senpai, whatever the name of this podcast is called?
Senpai PP.
Senpai PP. Are
Wink.
you in the vicinity of Leicester during the first weekend of September 2015?
Are you within the vicinity of anywhere and can afford to get to Leicester?
Are you over the age of 18? If so, you could go to Alcon and potentially meet us. But then again, if you're already meet that criteria and you're listening to a weird anime podcast, you're probably going to it anyway.
True.
So, yeah.
I mean, you say that. There's probably 3 people.
See, I think that with the free people viewership, we could totally apply for a panel at Alcon.
Yeah. We should do that.
It would be great.
We should pay YouTube money to promote us. Yep.
We should go on Kickstarter and pretend to be like doing research and stuff into anime.
No, research
And-
into domesticated cat girls. Everyone wants to back domesticated cat girls.
There's a girl in my school.
Is she a domesticated cat girl?
She wants to be.
But she's not, so 0 out of 10 doesn't count.
She came up to me the other day and said, "Would you stop talking to me if I started wearing cat ears?"
What did you say?
Well, I didn't say anything because she's younger than me. So, actually, I don't even remember her name.
I mean, why would whoever this is say, "Would you stop talking to me"? Because that implies you'd already talked to her or him.
See,
Who?
that's
What?
a very good question, actually. That was weird. Maybe they got the wrong person.
Maybe it was just the
that could be
wind.
it. Just the wind. You know, being a senpai, producers comes up with, very
Produces very specific hormones.
very specific hormones that, gives you the mindset to just ignore everybody who isn't a senpai.
And it also allows you to excrete certain pheromones that attract all those younger than you.
Exactly. And that can be a problem sometimes. Because,
Because it just gets so windy sometimes,
It's so windy. It's like, I remember the other day, I was just trying to go get lunch, right? The wind was so strong it was pushing me back.
I know, it was almost like just gale force winds. Just somehow became personified and started to push you, almost.
It was weird.
Oh man, I don't know.
Hashtag senpai problems.
Just senpai things.
Oh, well. Yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna kill a man.
Oh god, you sound like a robot.
No, you. I won't really kill
No,
a
you.
man. I'm just kidding. If anyone, it'll be James.
Okay, cool. So... Oh, we can tell the eager viewers how we met, like, in real life.
Should we really do that, though?
Oh, yeah, because holy shit, we should do this.
Wow.
So, I met Jordan on Skype a couple of years ago. Like, 3 years ago now? I don't really remember.
Between 3 and 4.
Yep. Between 3 and 4 years. And, like, we became friends and blah, 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 blah.
James
Anyway.
is still the unbearable faggot that he is today.
Exactly. Then, last year, I went over to the UK to Alcon along with Jordan. So we met for the first time in real life at an airport.
And to quote James, "Oh my god, I can touch you," as he rubbed my face.
Exactly.
As we've been over with Dave before, and it was something that he was about to do when me and him met, just to mock you. I can't remember if he did. No, he did. And I was like, "Dave, stop, no, please."
Just to mock you. Are you sure that was like his only reason?
It might have
Or
been.
do you just
Who
have
knows?
a really rubbable face?
Maybe my face is just incredibly rubbable.
Exactly.
If anyone meets me, please do not rub my face. As rubbable as it may seem.
I mean, like, I must admit, I don't know what came over me. I just had the temptation, and I went for it.
Is
You know,
it, is
he
it,
shoots,
is
he
it
scores.
because you're younger than me?
Probably.
Those pheromones always get in the way, man.
Oh, wow. Cool back humour. Okay, Jordan.
Did you just say
So-
cool vacuumer?
No, I said cool back humour to,
Oh.
like, earlier in the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, it's bad.
you're bad.
No, you're bad.
Don't be so unbearable, James. You know what happens to unbearable people?
They get their bear back.
They die.
Oh, yeah. Well, they tend to die by bear because unbearable people, unbear. They don't have a bear, so to make them bearable, you have to feed them to the bears. See? No. Okay. Fine.
Can you
I see how it is.
Can you turn your Skype notifications off?
Oh, is it like really, really loud?
Yeah, I can super hear them now.
Okay. I will... Shit, I'm sorry. Welcome to the Proteshunal. Okay, it's on Do Not Disturb, so that should kill notifications? I think.
Sure.
I am not too sure. I don't think my microphone picked up any of them. So if we're just talking nonsense, we apologise.
What are we talking about?
Butts.
Sick, I love butts. Anyway, while we're here, I guess, before we move into actual topic space or whatever, we'll do the weekly update and actual things that were planned. So, weekly update, I got a figure. It was cool. It's a Sakura figure from Cardcaptor Sakura. Sakura is how it's supposed to be pronounced. Thank you. I tried. I didn't try. I animated a lot. I drew a picture. I watched anime. James, what did you do this week?
I got out of bed.
Good job.
Thanks.
I did that too.
No, dude, no way. You're so good.
Sometimes.
I mean, like... this week, did I do anything interesting this week?
No.
No, I didn't.
I
really have done nothing this week.
You know what you should do?
If you would like to know what I did for my week...
you can find him at facebook.co.uk. You can find him at James William Watson. On Twitter. Yeah.
On Twitter.
No one uses Twitter, but go ahead.
I
don't even know what your Twitter is. I really don't care.
Wow, that's rude. You're following me?
Am I?
God? I think so.
You can follow... Okay. For all those listening, if you want to find out James's Twitter, just ask at VocaloidHG sub.
Or... No, God, no, don't ask that person. That person is evil.
He... VHDS.
He is the worst guy. He takes Vocaloid videos, right? And he subs them in HD.
What are they even really in HD?
And then he uploads them to the internet.
I can't remember whether they're actually in HD or...
I seriously doubt they were in HD.
Oh well.
10 out of 10, best guy.
Good job, Terry.
Oh wow. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying this. But if you seriously want to follow me on Twitter, even though I don't use it, it's at Yuki Watson. So there you go.
That's a shit name.
You know what else is a shit name? Your name, because it's half yours, half mine.
Oh, you're saying your name's shit? Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, no, that you just established that.
I know. That's my point. Okay, weekly deal this week is... James, have you seen Ninja Scroll?
Oh boy, I love Ninja Scroll.
No, genuine question. Have you seen Ninja Scroll?
I genuinely haven't seen Ninja Scroll.
Me either. Okay, we need to know. Okay, let me read off the description of Ninja Scroll. In feudal Japan, the Edo period brought a time of delicate peace brought with blood. That peace must...
See, I think there's a paradox there.
Ninja Scroll. The series chronicles the life of Jubei Kibagami as he wanders the countryside as a ninja for hire. At this time, ninja clans are everywhere. One clan, known as the Hiruko clan, doomed to live and die in darkness over the edge, protects a sacred treasure called the Dragon Stone. The Kaimon clan, however, bent on reviving the power of Toyotomi, actually, yep. Once the Dragon Stone and the treasure hides, Jubei's the best man for the job and the wedding.
The wedding?
Of protecting the Dragon Stone. And the only one who can use it. The Light Maiden. Bwom. You can buy this anime for £10.
For £10.
Yep.
Okay.
I would not recommend it personally because I've never seen it. But hey, if you want to build up your collection, which is the main reason people buy things on Anime Online.
That's
Have
true.
you ever bought anything off Anime Online on like the weekly sale or out?
I have actually.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's really surprising. I think you're lying.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. No, yeah. That's how I have. Eden of the East.
Mm-hmm.
I managed to get the DVD and the 2 films of that.
Huh.
From Anime Online, so it was kind of good, I guess.
I've gotten much more because the sales used to be good for a little while. So I got Campione, I got Dream Eater Mary, I got Heaven's Memo Pad, which is really good. Got Dusk Maiden of an Amnesia. And
that's very good.
It is.
Oh god, I missed that show.
Oh
I
yeah,
missed that show.
it was a good time. I feel bad that I put it on hold on episode 8 for like a year or 2.
Yeah, you should.
I felt really bad. I finished it now, and when I finished it, I felt really bad that I left it for so long. I do that a lot. Like I will drop a lot of not drop, but like put shows on hold for a while on like episode 3, episode 6, or episode 8. And which is why most seasons I'll only have like finished 1 or 2 shows out of a whole bunch, and why I usually don't try and follow along with 13 shows like I am right now.
About 2 years ago,
yes,
I was challenged to watch all of Gundam, like all of it.
Oh,
all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I managed to get through to the first like series. That's like 52 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, it was fine for its time. Like it hasn't aged well at all. It looked ridiculous. The voice dubbing was really really funny actually. Yeah, no, it's quite bad, but it's a good show overall. Don't get me wrong. It's just the time. If they were to redo it, it would probably be one of the better shows out nowadays. However, the sequel to that one, the next one along, is the same amount of episodes. Called Gundam Zeta, I think. I'm not too sure, and it's shit.
Why not Gundam
horrible.
Build Fighters, the best Gundam?
Oh, maybe, I don't know. So, I managed to get to episode 40 before quitting. Now, the horrible thing is, I can't just drop the anime because I spent, a shit ton of time watching it. I got to episode 40. However, I don't want to watch the remaining, 12 episodes. So, I think it's going to be, forever on hold. Mm-hmm. And that depresses me. Do you have any shows that will just be forever on hold?
Let me go and check my on hold list.
On hummingbird.com.
Yeah,
oh,
.me.
Oh, no, it's not
Actually,
.me.
I'll have you know.
.me.
But yeah, Sket Dance probably.
Oh shit, I remember.
I started it when it was airing.
Yeah.
And it's been on hold since. When did it start airing? Let's see. Because I kind of liked it, and then it's 2011. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's 2011. That was a while. I know you're gonna hate me for this, but Bacchanal is on. It's on hold, but it won't stay on hold. Because I was supposed to watch it with someone, and I watched the first episode when I was incredibly tired, and then I just couldn't be fucked. So I stopped, and now it's on hold.
Okay.
Hyoka probably. You see,
you should finish Hyoka. You should finish Hyoka.
Here's the thing: there are a lot of shows that I will have started and I would finish if they had a dub, so I didn't have to pay all my attention at the same time. If a show is dubbed, I am literally 90% more likely to actually finish / watch it. Because it means I can actually do other things at the same time. And that's the reason I mainly like dubs, not because I really love the English voices and how they portray the character. I couldn't care less. So far I've never heard anything I would actually consider a bad dub. Because the only bad dub to me is one that's so mediocre that it's just not interesting at all. Even if it's the worst thing in the world, it would be hilariously bad.
Okay, I'd like to put this segment on hold. Now on Senpai PP Proteshunal podcast. We'll show how professional we actually are. My laptop is on 8%.
Oh, for
so
fuck's
I'm
sake.
going to have to run and get the charger.
Okay.
So for the next 5 minutes, you'll have Jordan talking to himself like a loner. Enjoy!
Okay. I'm not actually going to talk to myself like a loner. Because I'm never alone. I have all these pillows with girls on. No. I only have one of those. I'm just going to make a timestamp. Because I'm a lazy cunt. 40... 30... Save!
Okay, I have returned. Hello? Oh god, he's incredibly silent. He's silent like the hill.
Huh?
Ow, hello.
James.
Yes, hello.
There's something that you need to know.
Okay, what is it?
Well, you see, James, Dave's always had certain interests in you, and I just needed to let you know now, while everyone was listening. That's all.
Oh. Okay. Thanks, I suppose.
So what were we talking about?
You were talking about dubs.
Oh yeah, dubs are okay. I've never heard a bad dub, in my opinion.
I mean, I would always prefer to go with sub, and it's not because I hate dubs, they sound stupid. No, it's nothing to do with that, and it's sort of opposite to what you use dubs for. The whole reason I tend to choose subs over dubs is because I'm reading it, I'll become more involved in the show.
Okay.
More invested.
I can get that. You see, because my sort of counter argument to one thing is when people are like, I prefer the subs because it's, the actual language and how it's supposed to be. And it's this is how the show is intended and all the super good voices. I'm like, I would rather have a dub and watch the animation more thoroughly than have a sub and have the voices be more accurate. Because I would much rather, as someone who is trying to do animation for things, pay attention to the animation than focus on the lower half of the screen and only really get my peripheral vision to see actual things going on, which isn't too bad sometimes. And if you can read things in your peripheral vision well, then awesome, good for you. I can't, so yay.
Well,
if you can do it, then awesome, good for you. Doesn't mean I can, and that's
Yeah.
That's one thing people should try and remember sometimes, maybe, if you can.
Yeah, it's as you say, it's if I'm going to watch an anime, I like to, sit down, sort of seclude myself from everything and just, just get involved in it.
I mean, I can get that.
Yeah.
There are times I will do that, but...
Yeah, no, exactly. Where it's I used to do that with dubs where... you can multitask because obviously you don't have to read off the screen.
Yeah.
You can do other stuff, which is fine. It's just I found that when I did that, I wasn't. I missed out like certain like parts, but purely because I wasn't looking at the screen, and that isn't like it isn't anything bad. It's just I think it may have affected my overall enjoyment of the show, and that's why I personally prefer subs.
I mean, one other thing that sort of I will say about how I do it is I will save certain shows, dub or sub, to when I actually want to watch it. Whereas dubs, it's like I'll watch this, I guess, because, like, for example, I watched I think like Freezing. I don't really intend to watch Freezing, as in I will devote all my attention to this show I'm probably going to think is okay, but it will make as good like background noise and just sort of being there while I work, in case I need to like look at it to refer to things. I don't know. As a creator, being a consumer is good as a creator as well. So consume all you want, you gluttonous pig. Maybe one day you'll create a glorious shit. That's how I like to think of content creators. Just people who, if you whore out on just eating all the food that you can, one day your shit will be good enough for people to also want to consume. I don't know why people would want to eat your shit, but maybe someday. Maybe someday.
Yeah. That harkens back to the whole idea of a prosumer, whereas, like previously, like media was like a sort of a top-down sort of like system, where at the top you've had like the producers, and then like it would go down, and then at the bottom you've had the consumers, like the people who watch shows and stuff like that. Whereas like nowadays, what I find that's sort of affecting all media, including anime, is there's been like a dramatical shift. So instead of it being like top down, it's more like a horizontal line.
Yeah.
So people go out and they watch like it's sort of like what we're doing now. We go out, we watch anime, and then we're making a podcast talking about it.
I mean, one thing that I will also say is part of it may also be because of just like the sort of, not really era or anything, like the generation of it's like people before of our generation probably grew up with what other people made, and then it's like a lot less so. Okay, people from the last generation probably didn't watch as much to get into it, sort of thing, whereas this generation, like, probably people in the industry are like the people who did grow up on it a lot more, because there's a lot more in general. And then
also, it's also to do with just a lot of stuff like technological advances, such as cameras have become incredibly cheap. Video editing software it's still expensive, but it's kind of affordable. Yeah. Whereas beforehand it was just like, oh, here's an arm and my leg.
Yep. As another example, you can now get Photoshop for like £8 a month if you really want to, as opposed to a £500 upfront fee. Or more. Was it 500 or was it more?
I think it was like 500.
Okay. I can't remember. I know some were like 7. I was like,
It was painful.
Yeah.
But like also just the internet has become like so huge. So just it's not even.
It's a lot more like viable to be a creator now, whereas before, obviously.
Before, like you could let's say you managed to get the funding to make something, you don't have to take it to like a radio or place or like a TV show.
You don't have to find a producer.
You don't have to find a producer to like stream it out, which it's a good and a bad thing, because it's good because we can get our own opinions and our own voices out there and what we're doing. However, it's also a bad thing because the market is becoming oversaturated.
Yep.
So think about how many other podcasts, like the one we're doing right now, are currently on YouTube. There's hundreds of them, and
the thing is, you say hundreds, and that's actually really good. Because at least it's not, because even that's the thing though. Before it's like hundreds, the fuck? What are we gonna do? Our market's really saturated nowadays. If you're doing something that's only in the hundreds, then fuck, you're doing well. Only
exactly,
like 999 podcasts. Whoa, dude! Like I need to get on that now. God, that market sounds awesome.
Can you imagine on like YouTube, like back when it was like first launched in like 2005, and like nobody was using it.
I don't remember back when it first launched, but I remember back in 2008, around the time that I sort of actually joined, because around since 2008. Yeah, no.
Well, it's not. I'm not saying.
Because here's the thing: back when I was around in the early days, back when no one really called them Let's Plays, they were called walkthroughs and playthroughs. The good old days. I remember the fact that I had this sort of fucking methodology behind it, where it was it's a playthrough if you don't have commentary. It's a walkthrough if you do. Because back then, everyone would say, "Shut the fuck up! I want to hear you. I want to hear your character screaming as he hits people." To it, not exactly. They said, "I want to hear the game." To which I would usually silence myself in cutscenes, but it's otherwise you're just hearing footsteps and slashing noises. So I would talk then, and even then, people were like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm here to listen to the game." God. To which,
you're the worst person.
To which people, I think even today, there are still people who say with commentary. But back then, it was, good times. Back when me and John fucking did Let's Plays and shit. It was a good time.
See, back when I did oh wait, no, I never did them.
Because it was even better back then, because it wasn't all people playing fucking cheap-ass PC games using fraps to record it. People invested. People fucking invested and bought capture cards and fucking dazzles and all this other shit and played console games. Man.
Well, I will always remember that. Getting really excited and wanting to save up to buy one of those capture cards.
No, listen, I did. I have 3. I was that guy.
Yeah, well, of course you're that guy. You own a Vita TV. You own a Vita TV. You are that guy.
What up? You can buy a Vita TV now, James, because they're £45 on Amazon.
Oh, that's actually quite cheap.
It is. If you're looking to getting a Vita game and it's compatible with a Vita TV, just get a Vita TV. They're cheap now. It's great.
It's Persona 4 Dancing.
Yeah. Persona 4 Golden is compatible.
Sweet. No, not Golden. Dancing All Night, dude. Is that on?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yes. Have to buy a huge TV.
Oh, by the way, James, you need to bring a melon from Jersey with you.
A melon from Jersey?
Yes.
Why?
Straight up a watermelon from Jersey.
Did you know that it's probably from the UK to begin with?
I don't care. You're bringing it with you. I'm getting anyone who is attending the melon party to bring a melon from their side of the country. I'm gonna get Kai to bring one from Scotland. Get Dave to bring one from whatever the fuck he is down south.
Okay, is this melon party going to happen at Alcon?
Yes.
Because this is the first I've heard of it.
No, literally, we said last year at some point, not long after, I said, "Yo, we're gonna fucking melon party, it's gonna be great."
Okay, we should do that. Okay, right, I will bring Jersey melon somehow.
Yes.
I'll have to bring it over on the boat and everything.
Specifically watermelon. Well, I mean, if it's on a boat, it's not too bad. If it was on a plane...
Yeah, but then I have to get it on a coach as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Dude, listen. Save some space for a figure in your bag, but put the melon there as a placeholder, because you're not taking the melon back with you.
I am not buying a fucking...
bootleg-ass figure? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
See, I'm looking at the positives. It's a very nice looking bootleg.
It's a very nice leg of a boot.
I got rid of the box and now it looks authentic.
Wow. I like
10
how
out
I'm
of
pretty
10.
sure I lack any non-authentic figures. Out of the 50 plus I own. All legit.
So it looks legit, and it's also an experience, because now I know to never buy a bootleg figure.
I just feel really bad because I wasn't there when you got it to tell you not to.
No, you fucking were there. You were there, dude.
No.
Remember, we walked back with it as well. You were there. Don't even try.
I can't even remember, because I'm pretty sure that I told you before. Yeah, you and I got in before Damien. I was like, you should wait maybe, and you're like, no, dude, don't wanna. Speaking of Kai, I will try. Yes, good. She will try. Yes.
She will try. Yes. I is proud. I is proud.
Ice is proud.
Ice is proud. Ice is confirmed. But seriously though,
confirmed.
If you're one of our 3 viewers and you're part of ISIS, I am disappointed. Because, actually, I don't know why I'm disappointed. You have your own religious beliefs, and that's cool and all. However, you shouldn't impose them on other people.
Yep.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm sorry.
Me
if I've
either.
offended you in any way,
I don't know what the fuck
welcome to the internet.
Wow. So James, what's your opinion on the simul-dubs?
What?
Simul-dubs.
I don't know what you're talking.
What happens is, with Funimation more specifically, I don't know if anyone else has, is say 4 episodes after they've aired in Japan, they have dubs. So they'll start on episode 1, but it's episode 4 of the Japanese sub, and then they'll have the first episode up around that time, and then they keep going every week from there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait years for dubs anymore, and that's good.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I like it.
I mean, it varies. It's sometimes around episode 4, sometimes around episode 8.
I remember when I think
the disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan is getting the simul-dub.
Oh shit! Wait, what?
At some point, I don't know when.
No. The disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan.
Yeah.
That's news to me, Jordan.
What, you didn't know it was airing this season?
I didn't know what was this.
You didn't know it was airing this season?
Oh, no, I'm getting excited.
Oh god, no. James, calm down.
I is excited. Oh. No, it's fine.
James,
just the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya was really, really good. So the disappearance of Yuki Nagato is going to be really, really good.
Calm down, kid.
Okay, I'll try to calm down.
Okay, so, there. But yeah, I sent you a link to Hummingbird. 16 episodes, James. A very unconventional number.
Of what?
Nagato Yuki-chan.
It's not a movie as well?
What?
Sorry, I just assumed that it was going to be a movie.
No.
Oh, that's good.
Look, do you want me to ruin it for you?
No.
It's not Kyoto Animation.
I'm not impressed. No. Fuck it, you ruined it. You've ruined it.
It's Satellite.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not watching it.
Rip. I don't know how it is. It's you can look at it. Haruhi as the character looks weird. I guess the excuse is it's an alternate fucking thing.
I'm gonna Google it.
I sent you a link to Hummingbird, Ming.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome to our Proteshunal stream.
Welcome to the Proteshunal stream.
Where it's not even a stream, it's a podcast. What the fuck's going on?
I'm just a little very tired, said Yuki
Oh my
Nagato.
god. Oh, she looks really weird. Oh god. No.
You look really weird. Kyon looks just like he did before, though. That's
which is weird as well.
All that matters.
Because he's the best character.
He is
10
the
out of 10,
main real guy, the best guy.
Apart from Sips, of
Oh
course.
god, I'm really sad. It's one positive review. Negative. A shit of shit. Literal trash. Thanks for absolute cack. Signed Kebab. Art is bad. They ruined Kyo. Very boring attempts at humor using anime transpose boring F. Say what you want about the melancholy of Haruhi. It practically defined an entire genre of bored, sarcastic high school ellipses. And then for the positive review, this is not so much a review. I'm gonna stop right there. For now, at least, I plan to write one at the end of the season. But rather a warning or a ellipses. Thanks for telling me so much. Just what I wanted.
Everyone just round of applause. It was beautiful.
Was that all? Oh god, there are even more negative ones.
Oh god.
Bad, and more bad. It's not even trying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't normally drop an anime once I start watching it. This just makes me mad. regurgitated unoriginal crap. I know a lot, ellipses. It's just like, I know a lot.
Oh my god, you're so good. Alright, okay. So, Proteshunal stream. We are currently...
Podcast.
We're about an hour... Oh, fuck. We're about an hour in. Like, literally. We've been doing this for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
If you're still with us, hashtag impressed. I wouldn't even watch this.
I would.
I
Why would you watch it? You would listen to it, though.
Exactly. Well, hopefully the art for the video is going to be 10 times better than anything you've already done.
What, are you trying to say that the Persona one wasn't any good?
Well, the Persona one was very good. It's just I want, like, for this video, I want to see me and you with Ainsley Harriet. See, that would be 10 out of 10.
Fine.
That
I'll draw it really badly because this is the Proteshunal strength.
The Proteshunal strength. It doesn't need to be drawn goodly because it already has, Ainsley Harriet.
I know. Did you just say it doesn't have to be drawn goodly?
Yeah, because it was so... This is such a Proteshunal podcast. I even made up a word for it.
Good.
Lee.
We don't have a song for the Proteshunal podcast though. Quickly make one up. Go.
La 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 la. The Proteshunal Podcast.com. La la.
James, I now have to go and see if that domain's available so no one steals it. Okay, while I check this, you talk about something.
I will talk about something. So, what can I talk about? The anime community in general. I feel that half of the community is shit, and the rest are really nice people.
I disagree with the ratios.
Well, the ratios may be wrong.
Ratios
like maybe,
may vary.
I would say about 80 to 85% of the community is shit. I'm just kidding. 80 to 85% is probably like really.
Proteshunalpodcast.com is available.
Oh shit! We need to buy that.
James, you can go buy it for £1.
This is my money. At the screen.
Didn't work.
Do I own it now?
No.
Oh. Damn. I'll try throwing it harder. No.
No, it needs to specifically be a £1 coin. We don't take your Jersey money here.
Hey, we have pound coins over here too because we're diverse.
You diverse motherfucker. We're more diverse. Do you know how many races we have here?
Yeah, but we have pound notes.
We have £5 notes. That's like 5 in 1. Duh.
Yeah, but we also have £5 notes. We have a £5
But do you have racial diversity, James?
Yes, ish. There's just a lot of Portuguese people.
Okay, not enough. Not enough racial diversity.
I will be completely honest with you. Everybody over here is either English, like from English,
or
from
Spanish.
Jersey.
Okay. French.
Portuguese.
Okay. And
there's like 3 black people. I'm being serious. Like, it's...
Minorities taken to a new level.
It's like 3 of them, and I know them all by name.
Dude, I want to know if they walk around as a part of a little gang.
No. One's like 40 years old.
Aww.
And like the other 2 are like, one's like a teenager and the other one's like his little sister. Huh?
Can he be the elder?
Yeah, why not? Wow.
They actually have their own mafia.
I remember getting really shocked the first time I went over to the UK because obviously
I saw a black man for the first time in my life.
Other than the 3 I was familiar with, there was like about we were walking in town and there was like about 100 of them.
There are more of you here.
It was like 100 of them just scattered around. And I was like, that's pretty cool, I guess.
No, I was honestly expecting it to just be like, there are more of you here? Oh my god.
I'm getting really scared and running away, right?
What?
Right? No. No. It was cool, different. Because over here, it's really shit.
Diverse.
I can't wait to get to the UK. 10 out of 10. If you want to come here on holiday, that's fine. Don't live here.
Why?
It's boring.
Do you have fibre yet?
Huh?
Do you have fibre yet?
Do I have fiber? Oh, we're supposed to be getting that soon. Island wide.
Yeah,
we
when?
have 4.
I want to know when.
Apparently this summer coming actually so soon.
You see, my fiber's enabled in my area.
But do you have?
But they're
4G?
not accepting orders.
Damn.
No, because what it is enabled area means the area's enabled. But they're like, the cabinet's not ready, and like, why is it taking you so long to do whatever with the cabinet when you've pretty much laid fiber all the way out in this area? I'm assuming that's what area enabled means. That makes sense, and they say on there, your area's enabled waiting for the cabinet. So, I mean, that means to me that the cabinet's the only thing holding it back. Why does it... Why? Genuinely, I want to know, why does it take so long? Because you've had all this sort of time. You've literally had at least 6 months of working on it or whatever. And 18 months of it being a planned area. And it's already, apparently, you've laid fiber everywhere or whatever. Why is this literally one cabinet not ready, and that is holding everything back? Why?
The phone company over here that like provides all the internet services and stuff. Like a couple of years back, when like fiber was like just out, they were like, "Oh, we're going to get fiber optic cables like in the island, like immediately." Blah blah blah. Long story short, they almost went bankrupt.
Oh God.
So it was sort of like put on the back burner. And then they did a lot of naughty corporate stuff, like, you know, charging their employees like 10 pence an hour, which, you know, is against the law.
Couldn't you just cut their pay by 10 pence an hour? Which is not against the law.
Paid them nothing. Wow.
I mean, would it go below minimum wage if they did that, or?
Dude, they're being paid... minimum wage is like 5... it might have gone up. It's like £6 something an hour.
I know. But I mean, are they only making minimum wage? Or is it like...
Well, that's what they should be. However, like, during, like, over like, the Christmas holidays and stuff, when stuff got, like, really hectic, they sort of, like, changed it, and, like, it ended up that the customers were being paid 10 pence an hour.
Customers?
Not the customers, sorry. The customers were paid... That's very good business. No. Sorry, the employees were being paid 10 pence an hour.
Oh, paid. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, yeah, so there was a big, like, uproar about that. Also...
If it's below minimum wage, I would have just quit. I mean, I think it's pretty easy at that point. You just just start.
Yeah. Everybody went on strike.
I mean, because here's the thing. Even if it were a case of I need to feed my family, you're not going to be able to do that on 10p an hour.
Dude, if you're there for 10 hours, that's
you get
like
a whole pound,
£1.
you might be able to get a sandwich. Or, dude, you can get a loaf of bread. You don't even know.
Dude,
that'll feed your family for the day. You're good. Work half the day, get enough for a bread. If you're lucky, you can save up for some butter.
Question, Jordan.
Yo.
Yeah. How much...
Could a woodchuck drag water down your own point?
How much is, like, bread and, like, milk over there?
I don't really know. You see, I don't do much shopping myself, but I would say, like, for a loaf of bread, maybe, like, a pound, you can get something somewhat nice from a bakery place. Like, baked. Like, not, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Not like a supermarket brand type of thing, basically.
Okay. And how about, like, pint of milk?
I don't fucking know about milk, man. Like,
because I've heard rumours. So I've heard rumours that it's like less than like 50p.
I swear to God, I thought you said I had dreams, and I was hoping that you were gonna say I had dreams where milk was like 10p a pint. I was like, a pint? Why a pint, James? What?
Oh wow! No, I've heard.
I really wish you would have said that.
Rumours.
I had a dream where it was like I could get a gallon of milk for 10 pence. Oh. Just bathe in the milk. Oh, fuck yeah.
Because it's like £1 for like a loaf of bread over here.
Okay.
And then it's like £1, like 25 for like a pint of milk.
Okay. That sounds
It's
about
fine.
right.
It's just that we don't have like any like branded milk. If that makes sense. We just have our own like special Jersey milk, which is what the island is known for.
From the Jersey cows.
From the Jersey cows.
James, bring some Jersey milk
I must
with
admit,
you too.
Jordan, you guys have shit milk.
Yeah.
We have good milk.
Okay.
Totally come live over here.
Hey, I'm... No.
James,
I want you to bring some Jersey milk with that watermelon.
Oh my God. I don't think we can get onto the boat, let alone...
Guys, look, you can do a lot of things. Do not import fucking Jersey milk. That is against the law. You cannot do that, okay? That's bad.
Oh my God, wow.
Just, like, pour it into, like... You and your friends, like, get just, like, a bottle as, like, a carry-on of, like, a drink. And just fill it with milk. Don't drink any of it. Just use it there for storage. That is how you're going to get the milk across.
Well, okay, Jordan. Fine. I will do that. I will bring a pint of milk, and we will have a cup of tea. We'll have two. We'll have one using your shitty milk, and then
okay,
one with my milk.
Official Senpai milk taste test confirmed. Alcon 2015.
Senpai milk tasting contest. Oh my God, that could be taken in so many different sexual innuendos.
Could it?
Yeah, yes, it could.
Did I ever tell you I own Kohai.co?
You own a lot of different domains.
I do.
Like, what's like your best one in your opinion?
Impale.me.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, every time a year passes with them, I have to make the choice of, do I want to keep paying for it? Because the prices go up quite a bit compared to what I first paid. Because, like, when you first get them, you're just like, oh, special offer. You can get it for, like, half of the price or less, and then the year comes around, it's like, oh, wait, now these actually cost something. All the .com domains I have initially costed £1.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year it's like £7. Which still isn't too bad, because it's £7 a year. And then the .me domain's like 20... No, not 23, like 13 a year. I think it was like 25 or something that I had to pay when Impale.me and Senpai Please Notice.me came around for payment. So it was like 25 a year, which isn't too bad, because .me domains can be awesome. .moe domains now, fuck. Actually, I'm not sure. It's between Impale.me and ShowMe.moe.
Senpai, please. Doesn't it just like redirect you to senpai.co.uk?
No, we're intending to have the forum thing up on there one day, someday, maybe in like 7 years.
I completely forgot about that, and I spent like 20 minutes like doing the background.
Oh yeah. I was like, the background. Wait, someone worked on the site. Oh yeah, the background. Okay. Because everyone who was supposed to be coding it just like stopped. And by stopped, I mean never started.
Don't worry, Jordan. When I finish my uni degree in like 4 years, like you could pay me to finish it.
Honestly, James, let's just start a Kickstarter and just do it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Because it's got like a really like awesome like animation of the Senpai logo, like his hair blowing in the wind.
Thanks.
Temperature around summer.
Yep. Thanks.
That's fair.
Took me a whole few hours, maybe.
See, that means you've put more effort into the site than I did.
No. Animation, unsurprisingly rather, takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
If you're doing animation, you're not getting paid. Stop. That's one thing. Because that's like a thing, really. It's like if you're doing animation. Okay, if you're doing animation for someone and not getting paid, then stop.
So for the past year, I've been spending an hour a day from Monday to Friday, working on like an animation during a psychology class because it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like I've spent a lot of time on it, and I've still got hundreds of frames to go.
What's an animation about?
it's the main. It's a guy who talks a bit and then
Eats dick.
Eats dick. No. He raises his hand and there's like a cigarette in his hand and he like puffs from it and then like he looks really cool. It's just that. If you've seen an anime called Mushishi,
no,
it's the main character called Ginkgo.
Oh, that guy that you got a picture with or whatever, or like it's Ginkgo, and I was like Genko, Genki Desun,
Genki Deska.
Desk car. Wow, the best
Desk
car. You can work at your computer on your desk car. Don't drink and drive, kids.
So, just to prove the effectiveness of Impale.me, I sent it to a friend.
Is that your friend right there? Because I can hear it.
Yeah.
God.
It's really annoying.
Wow.
Sorry, I'll click on Facebook in a second. But I sent it to him saying Impale.me, and he responded with, I am now incredibly skeptical of any link anybody sends me.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you were planning on sending him Meat Spin, don't try it.
Okay.
At least for the foreseeable future.
Okay. Who was it?
You won't know.
Okay.
He's called Alex.
I'm pretty sure you've mentioned an Alex before.
I know like 5 different Alexes.
I know. I know one of them.
Aratikasu.
Shh.
That's his name.
Also a senpai. Unironically.
Mm-hmm.
We should get Holden and Josh on one day.
Yeah, because I haven't spoken to Josh in years.
Fucking Christ.
It's quite bad.
We got you on finally after 18 episodes. You're 18 years old, right?
I'm 19 years old.
Fuck!
Jordan, you fucked up.
I was hoping you were 18 so as you could be on the 18th episode. Right.
Well. You could delay this by an episode.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You could just like be like, oh, it's episode 19, and then no one will know the difference because nobody watches these videos. Like, to be fair, out of the 4 views from your latest podcast, one of them was me, and I bet that one of them was you, and the other one was Dave.
No, I don't think Dave actually listens to them. I click on them to like check. And that's about it. And then there's Mitch. Shout out to Mitch for apparently religiously watching this for God knows what reason.
Mitch, you're the best guy.
The real guy.
Maybe you should get Mitch on the podcast. He's more dedicated to it than I am.
We should just get like other people. Maybe in another 17 episodes we'll get someone else on.
Oh, am I not a series regular anymore? Huh?
I don't know. I mean like eventually we're just like gradually adding people in over the course of 17 episodes. Yep.
To the point where like in about 500 episodes from now there'll be like too many people in here that we can't even like have like a conversation.
I know. I mean, then again, you're not going to be in every episode probably. It'll probably drag you in sometimes.
You're so
assuming your schedule actually matches up with ours, unlike the last few times that we tried to get you in. And you're like, yeah, I'm busy. I'm like, fuck you, piece of shit.
Yeah, well, good news. I finish school soon.
Soon, not soon enough.
Fucking Tuesday.
Not soon enough.
That's...
Fucking Christ, really?
Yeah.
As in you finished school, or?
I technically finished school, but then I have exams.
What?
Which suck. So, it's like you finish school and then you have exams afterwards.
I don't...
So you still need to revise.
I haven't been in school for a while, so I forget.
Yeah. So then you still have to revise and do shit for the exam. Do you remember study leave?
Okay. No, I don't. I never studied anything.
Lol, neither did I.
No, but like... Question.
Mm-hmm.
What? You're in college though, right?
Sort of, yes.
What do you mean, sort of?
Well, Jersey's a really shit place.
Okay, I guess your education system is different, right?
Oh no, it's exactly the same as over there. Right, let's break it down. Well, you have a bunch of different public schools, so like public secondary schools, which are like similar to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
However, like none of the public secondary schools have a sixth form.
Mm-hmm.
So when you finish your GCSEs at 16, you can either go to a place called Highlands College and do like vocational courses like the one you did.
Sure.
Stuff like that. Or you could go to an elite private school, sort of an elite school called Holia, which like only do like GCSEs and A levels. However, the problem with it is, Holia is like ranked like the top like 10 schools in the UK on grade wise for like A levels. So they're really uptight with who they let in because they have to uphold the uphold the reputation. So since they're the only sixth form on the island, if you don't get into that school, you can either A, go to college, or B, spend like 10 grand a year going to some private school.
Right.
And doing it there. So like I'm not in college, I'm in school technically because it's classed as a school. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I can't do A levels at college. Does it
operate the same as college?
I suppose so, yes.
Because what's confusing to me is when I was in college, it was a case of do all this coursework, maybe have an exam type of thing, I think. And then it's just like, oh, you're done with your coursework, sit, go home, take you off the register, it's fine.
The way this is done is like most of my subjects don't really have that much coursework. Like, if it is coursework, it's like an exam, which is sort of backwards.
Right.
But anyway, at the end of the year, you do a bunch of different exams. About 2 weeks before you start your exams, they basically say you can go home and do whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
And then you still have to
no,
do the exams.
You mean that 2 weeks before they say, you can go home and study, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's like school.
Yes, that's study leave.
That is actually school.
That is actually school, yes.
I know, right? Rip you.
So, because I had exams early, and I would have already done 2 of my exams before I actually officially broke up on study leave. So I've sort of been a rebel recently and just like, yeah, I'm not going in.
Wow.
Hashtag rebel.
But
I don't know why I said hashtag.
Me either. But like, why do people study? It's dumb. It's like a waste of time, right? I didn't study, and I did fine.
Let's see. Did you do an academic course?
No.
No, you didn't. You did a BTEC diploma.
Oh no, I was on about in school.
Oh,
because that was the thing that related closest. GCSEs are also practically worthless. Hooray!
Yay! But no, like as I said, GCSEs are piss easy.
I always love it how everyone's like, "Yo, GCSEs in school, it's like super important, can determine the rest of your life." Yep. GCSEs expire in a few years. Oh, what? No. What? It's like all I needed was like 5 C's, and I could get into college, and that's it. I could have done just like nothing in school, probably gotten the 5 C's, gone to college, and then it would actually maybe matter slightly, because then it's a case of that's how I would get into university if I wanted to go to university.
If we're like talking like about the education system, I think it's
which is dumb because that is by no means what we should be talking about, but fuck it. Right.
Yeah, no, exactly. This is an anime podcast and we're talking about
it's a weeaboo podcast where we talk about weeb things.
See, this is the British education system in Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
Making it a weeaboo. What sort of it like is it's like your entire like time learning, it shouldn't be spent learning how to do an exam.
Yeah.
It's like you shouldn't be completely graded on like one sort of thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think the whole idea of using exams is ridiculous, because I have friends that are just really, really good at doing exams.
Yeah.
So they're like quite fortunate. They don't have to pay any attention in classes. It's ridiculous. Whereas I have friends that are like really enthusiastic and like actually want to learn. However, they can't progress because they're really shit at exams.
Yeah, rip them.
Exactly. It's like using an analogy. Let's say you have a class with a bunch of different animals. So you have like a monkey, a dolphin, a bird. They're all like good at doing different things.
James is the monkey.
But, yeah. Let's say that the exam is here. Climb this tree. Who's going to do better, the dolphin or the monkey?
The dolphin?
Yeah, because he's an acrobat.
No, because the monkey broke his limbs.
For fuck's sake. The monkey broke his limbs.
All of them.
That should be... Oh my god. Every single one.
Including, but not limited to, his penis.
Poor guy.
Made his dick rip in peace.
Oh, wow.
I'm rubbing the lotion on my hands.
Oh, wow.
I actually am, because my hands get incredibly dry for some reason as of late. So I have to keep them nice and smooth and moisturized. I am using Epiderm cream.
Does it have urea extract in?
Does it have what?
Urea?
It has my sister's name on it.
Same thing.
Okay, where would it say this, James? As you are the pharmacist.
Well, what brand is it? Do you know the brand?
Epiderm cream. Hang on, look, hang on, look. Oh wait, my camera's not plugged in, Rip.
Oh.
I was gonna...
Don't...
Why is my camera not plugged in? Hang on. Where are you, camera cable thing? There you are. You silly bugger. Get over here. Okay, it's plugged in now.
Oh. Is it like a white tub?
What's this?
Oh, it's that thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
This thing. I guess. 500 grams. It makes my skin feel silky smooth. And not dry as shit. So are we going to talk about anime, or are we going to talk about hand cream?
What was the name of the one viewer?
Huh?
What was the name of the viewer?
Of the what?
The viewer.
The viewer? Mitch.
The person who's like, yeah, Mitch. Mitch, we apologise.
I'm sorry, Mitch. I know you came here to listen to Dave talk about hand cream, but instead you just have us. You know what? He's not going to listen to it because he knows Dave isn't here. Yep.
We have to pretend Dave is here.
So, Dave, why are you so unbearable like James?
Because
I'm Dave!
I'm Dave! I'm all about the banter!
Oh, crazy pants!
Oh, the bands!
All of the bands, guys!
Oh my god.
Guys, I really need a stick right now. I'm over in sunny Beach, California. It's like 45 degrees here and I love it.
You're lucky. The one that you're using doesn't have urea in, so...
Why does that make me lucky? I'm scared.
Do you know what urea is?
No.
Do you want to know why your urine is called urine?
Wait, why would they put it in there if it weren't... What?
Okay, so, I don't know if you know about this, but, like... nitrogen is actually, like, really bad for your body.
Uh-huh.
But, like, we need it to, like, make proteins and stuff. So, when, like, let's say you have, like, something to drink, right? And it has some, like, proteins and stuff and you don't use, you end up breaking it down. You end up with a bunch of, like, nitrogenous waste that you need to get rid of. Because it's poisonous to your cells and can kill you. So, using a process called deamination, your body converts it into a substance called urea that gets combined with water and comes out of your urethra and onto the ground.
Onto the ground specifically, okay.
Well, depends. Like, are you that kind of guy? Or...
Welcome to Senpai
Or
It's a
are
real
you
shame that
implying
isn't
you can name?
physics.
Or are you implying that you can't? Can I?
What?
But no, seriously though, that's why urine is called urea, because the majority of it. Oh, sorry, urine is called urine because of the urea, and for some reason or another, I don't really know the details, but they put it in hand cream because it's apparently good for the skin.
I rubbed the urine
basically,
on the skin.
and instead of like spending like 20 quid on some like really expensive like hand like cream, just piss on yourself.
Just drink the piss. It will make your insides silky smooth. Next time you accidentally pee down your leg, don't clean it up.
It's fine. You'll have silky smooth legs.
Look, if you piss yourself and your underwear's just like drenched in piss, just rub it all over yourself. It's fine. Bodily waste, I call that free hand cream.
Just remember, there's a reason why that weird girl down the road wants you to piss on her video. I'm sorry.
Proteshunal podcast. Okay. Did you see that anime where they pissed on each other all day? That was insane.
Yeah, that one anime.
I liked how their skin just shined afterwards. It really spoke to me.
That's it's beautiful.
A fun side note, you cannot fill a house with your own shit. You do not shit enough to do that. I ran the numbers, you can't do that.
But what if you lived in a really, really small house?
How small are we talking? Because you couldn't even fill a room of 3 cubic meters. After a 20-year lifespan, you couldn't fill a room of 27, total cubic centimeters.
What if you ate, a shit ton of, curry?
I don't know. It would come out as diarrhea, I guess. In which case, it's a lot harder to measure.
Mm-hmm.
Because the methodology I used is it was 5 by 5 by 5 every time you shit. And if you shit twice a week, that's one... I think it was 1,000... Yes, you shit 1,040 times in your lifetime. If you shat twice a week and you're 20.
Oh, okay.
So, I forget how much...
But what if you shit every day?
Even then. Because basically you would have to fill up 27 million cubic centimeters to fill up a room.
Uh-huh.
So if you, shat out... Every time you shat would be 1,000 cubic centimeters.
Huh.
If it was... And that's 10 by 10 by 10.
See, you seem to know a lot about shit.
Literally, in many respects. Not just that way.
See, I wonder if you can answer the shit mystery.
Sure. Let's give it a go.
Right, the shit mystery is... Do you know when you have, a really small poop? Yeah.
Sure.
Then you spend the next 3 hours of your life cleaning your asshole.
No.
Why is that? Don't even pretend that you haven't had one of those shits.
I do not remember that type of shit. It must have been a while.
Really? Where your asshole just gets completely caked in it.
No.
And you're just sat there.
I think I
wondering
might just
how such
really
a small
efficiently clean my arsehole.
But you're just sort of sat there.
Okay.
Sat there, and you're just thinking, why the fuck has such a small poop produced this much shit?
Well, James, thou hath been cursed by the poop cave.
Oh, Jordan, master, keeper of the poop cave.
Guardian of the poop cave. When the little shit tried to come out, I couldn't let him go. But he said, "No, Daddy, I must see the outside world for my own." And I said, "Nay! Thou must not leave the precious poop cave, this humble abode that we call home."
Wow.
Also known as the place where poops go to die. So I don't know why it's their humble abode, but...
It's the hospice,
Yep. It's where all the poops are lying on their deathbed.
But no, but being like,
waiting to
completely
pass on.
serious.
It's like in the Viking times or whatever, when they put people out on boats and
But,
then
like,
lit the
being, like,
boats on fire. That's how shit works.
But being like completely serious about like the shit mystery, like plans get fucking ruined by it.
I'm sorry,
It's
but
like, okay,
the words being completely serious about the shit mystery is kind of hard to get a grasp on.
Exactly. But just remember, plans get ruined by it. It's like, I'm sorry that I can go to your wedding. I spent the evening wiping my ass.
No, you see, I have something to... Look, this should have been the poop podcast, but no, too late. I mean, it's still Proteshunal, so hey. Maybe another time. Next time you're on. Yeah. But basically, one thing that happens to me is any time I leave the house for an extended period, I always need to shit. I can be at home for like a week and never really need to shit. The second I leave, and I know I'm going to be got out for like at least 3 hours, I suddenly really need to shit.
Okay,
which usually I blame on the fact of like, oh, I ate too early or something. But no, even if I don't eat anything in the morning, I still really need to shit.
So, Jordan.
Yes.
We went from, going from talking about anime, and now we've ended up talking about shit.
Yeah.
So did we really diverge at all?
Yes. Okay, back to anime. I got Durara. I'm just kidding. You see, here's the thing, James. Here's the cool thing. Anime Limited is now best company again, even though it was pretty good. Because, like, apparently there was an error on the collector's edition, which I had. Like, on all the collector's editions, they had, like, an error on the disc or something.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they send out replacement discs, which, most companies should do if you have a problem of some sort. Rather than sending out just discs, they sent me a standard edition of the Blu-ray. New, sealed, and perfectly packed. Just a standard edition.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. I get to keep my collector's edition and everything. I still have the discs with that. I just have a standard edition as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool, I guess.
I mean, I don't know why. It's like all new and sealed. I don't know. I guess it might cost a lot to reprint discs, maybe? Because the standard edition has all, like, the fixes of it on. Because it was released after.
Okay.
I don't even know if the standard edition's out yet. Like, I looked on Amazon, I think, and I think it was, like, pre-order. I was like, you what? I have it right here, though. Brand new, sealed, and shiny.
Oh, fair enough. That reminds me of when I was younger, when like the first like Harry Potter movie came out. My mom got it for me on DVD. However, there was an error in the like on the disc or something. And today, but it was like a nationwide like recall. So they took away our copy of Harry Potter, which was working fine, by the way.
What?
And then
What did
instead
you say?
of like, I was saying, there was like an error with like the disc, right? So they did like a nationwide recall of like the Harry Potter like DVDs over the first film. Like our disc was working fine, but like they sort of wanted it back anyway. So we were like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And then we get in the post a few weeks later, from like the same company, a DVD, like a new and sealed copy of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like, what the fuck happened to my Harry Potter?
They exchanged it
They're
for
like-
a better movie.
Maybe so, but still. Oh my god, they were just like, yeah, we'll replace it for you. Gives you a completely different movie.
Hey man, you'd already seen Harry Potter, right? I mean, now you have Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory instead. I mean, much better movie.
But like, what about all those people who like didn't?
Oompa, oompa, oompa.
How long do these podcasts normally go on for?
Usually now 40 to 2 hours.
Okay.
So we're around
'Cause
time. Unless you want to talk about the image I just sent.
Oh god. I hope you're doing some video editing and, like, you know...
Nah.
Evaluating anime. Is it popular? If yes, then it's shit and overrated. If no, it's amazing.
It's true, though. That's why Fate Zero is shit and overrated.
But it's not popular.
It is. Don't bullshit me like that.
I wish it was
popular.
popular.
Do not bullshit me like that, kiddo.
I'm not bullshitting you. I don't know... I know Holden. Holden's the only other person I know.
Damien.
Yeah, but I don't really know Damien. Dave likes it?
Probably.
No, he likes the fucking Moe spin-off show. That doesn't count.
Everyone in this one chat I'm in.
What's the one chat you're in?
It is currently called We Fate Now.
I think I might have been in.
No, you're not.
No, I remember being in a chat and they started doing a bunch of Fate Zero puns.
No, it's... See?
Yeah, but we're a very niche group. Fine, okay, whatever. You know what wasn't popular?
A lot of things that I like.
School Days wasn't initially popular.
Look, School Days is just too real for people. They don't watch animes to be reminded of what their real life could be like if they actually had a girlfriend.
Okay, I think this...
Which is partially why a lot of women like School Days.
Yeah.
Because it's very real. It reminds them of... it reminds me of one of their Japanese animes.
Oh my god. So, Mitch, if you're still listening, and if your name is not Mitch, and you're still listening, please comment your name, so we can reference you in the next podcast. It's been an hour and, 42 minutes. I think that's about time. Because we're not. It's not like we're having a deep, meaningful conversation about different, planned, structured topics. We're just talking about shit. We literally were talking about shit earlier.
It's true.
I mean...
Do you have a problem with that, James?
No, I don't. This is fine. It's just, this is clearly the most Proteshunal podcast that's ever happened.
Literally talking about shit.
Exactly. So, I'm James.
I'm Jordan.
Ainsley is here with us in spirit.
He is in our poop cave. Oh, Jesus, no.
No! Ainsley's in your poop cave.
Deep inside.
And this has been...
his penis burrowed deep inside of me.
We can't even end it right.
What do you mean right?
This has been Senpai PP Podcast.
PP Proteshunal Podcast.
Proteshunal. Yeah. So, Jordan, do we have any cool outro music?
No.
Oh,
James,
we
go
will
make
now.
us some music.
Boom 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 bada 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 boom boom bada 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 bada.